emotions have a bad rap in our society in general. The kind of like the general, sentiment around emotions is that they're bad, they're negative, and that it's best to kind of tuck them, tuck them underneath a thick layer of skin, and if you can, if you're able to completely detach yourself from it. But I'm of the belief that emotions are just like thought and logic. They can inform, they bring communication, they're forms of intelligence. So, and the thing about an emotion is it needs to be expressed. In order for an emotion to be like, a non-destructive thing is when we can actually express it. So maybe in these workplaces or in this kind of environment that we've created in our society where we stray away from emotions and bury them down, that when they finally do erupt, it's like, whoa, you're so emotional. But that's because that person has been, freaking burying it deep for a long time out of, conformity or out of fear of like being reprimanded for it. But maybe if we were to just be actually, more understanding that emotions is a human thing, it's a natural thing. We're still humans even if we're doing business, that, there's a healthy way to handle them, and that they can be expressed. That's the idea of an emotion. It needs to be expressed. Once you express it in whatever form, and then you move on, and it's not an issue. So, yeah.
If you held the power, what is something you wish you could change in our world?
Well, if I held the power, the main thing that I think in the world, like in our society, that needs to be changed, that to create like a better feeling, that we're living in a place or in a world that cares about us. It's very simple, but it's also very complex. It's just like the way we treat our waste, the way we treat our human waste, the way we treat garbage. Just cleaning up the place. Let's rethink how we make waste and recycle things, and not just dumping stuff on the streets, because it just creates creates atmospheres of shame and guilt, and then it becomes like this heap and pile that everybody's scared to deal with and nobody wants to take responsibility for. But I mean, it's very simple though. Like literally, like if you just cleaned up the streets, if you cleaned up the world, if you cleaned up the garbage, rethink the way we, the sewer system. It's like that's literally the foundation. We would be happy. You would be a lot happier walking down the street that's clean than you would be the one that's dirty. Things like that. That's what I would do.
What does service mean to you?
Well, I think, we're all in service. It's just like every single person is in service, no matter what it is that we're doing. But I think that there's a level of conscious service, where we can be more conscious and not take that for granted, that, whatever it is that we're doing, we're in service to others in all aspects of our life.